Hello and welcome. My name is Sean. I'm the CEO and President of Advanced Computer Group, Inc. Today, we will be taking a look at data backup and disaster recovery planning. We will also take a look at how our state-of-the-art system works to ensure business continuity if data loss or corruption takes place inside of your organization. Are you protected from flood, fire, theft, natural disaster, or accidental deletion? Has your organization ever suffered from a computer crash, suffered data loss, accidentally deleted a file, had a flood, a fire, or theft, had a virus attack? If you can answer yes to any of these above questions, then there is no question you need a disaster recovery plan in place for your business and its continuity. Oftentimes, business owners simply have a hard time justifying the costs associated with having a proper backup and disaster recovery plan in place. A proper backup and disaster recovery plan will save your company money. Here are some key points to consider. How much does downtime cost your business in terms of idle employees, not being able to take care of your customers? How important is your data to your business? Could you lose your QuickBooks file and be operational tomorrow? How would complete data loss affect your company? If you lost all of your files and everything tomorrow, would your business still be able to run? Does your insurance cover data loss? This is very important. Unfortunately, most insurance companies do not cover data loss. Could your business sustain hours or days of downtime? Could your business effectively run if your data wasn't available? If your computer systems weren't up and running or had crashed, could you service your customers? Or would you just have a bunch of idle employees standing around running up the payroll bill? These are some things to consider when considering the costs associated with a proper backup and disaster recovery plan. After considering some of the key points we've discussed earlier, let's talk a little bit about how we can help you. Our systems have the ability to take point-in-time snapshots of your complete systems. Think of this in terms of taking still photographs. Take a still photograph every so many minutes, and you can revert back to that time in the photograph before the error occurred. Same thing happens as your system. We take a complete snapshot of your hard drive so we can restore it to the previous state right before the crash or error had occurred. We also have the unique ability to virtualize any desktop, laptop, or server to get you back up and running in just minutes. Usually we can get this back up and running in 3 minutes. This basically means that before your system crashed, we have a backup of it. We can right-click on it and go ahead and start it as a virtual machine. Your employees can continue to work as they were before the crash happened with minimal downtime or data loss. This allows your employees to keep working, and any changes made to the system would be saved. If there was a hardware crash or something to that effect or a virus attack, we can then have your employees keep working while we remedy the issue. After the issue is remedied, we can take that virtualized snapshot and restore it back to new hardware or dissimilar hardware, or even the same hardware if a repair was made, and there will be absolutely no data loss or downtime. We also have the unique ability to safely and securely store a copy of your data off-site for redundancy. Meaning if your entire building was to suffer from some of the things we talked about earlier, like a fire, a flood, natural disaster, theft, something to that nature, we can actually take a copy of your data or your snapshots here on our system, physically bring them to you, or virtualize them here in our environment so your employees can continue to work from anywhere in the world. Ability to quickly restore your systems and data. Again, as we mentioned with the virtualizing of the desktops, the laptops, and the servers, we can quickly restore your system's data if there was a failure. We also have the unique ability with our server on site at your office to take point-in-time snapshots of the backup server itself and all the data stored there, and store multiple versions of that off-site for ultimate data retention. Meaning that if Bob from accounting, let's say, loses a file he was working on 3 weeks prior to that, we have the ability to go 3 weeks back in time on our side here at our office and go ahead and restore that file to your server so Bob can continue to work. This helps with data retention so that if there was a loss of data and there was a mistake made, we can restore that file to you easily. And perhaps one of the best features is that we can effectively manage the whole process for you. Meaning we can check out the backups, make sure they're working, run fire drills, and do test restores and test virtualizing and things of that nature. This way you can ensure by professionals that your systems are backed up properly and are able to be restored properly. Let's talk a little bit about how our system works. It's a very unique system that we've customized and built around our customer base. First, it starts off with, in this diagram here, your business network. Now the computers to the far left symbolize all the users on your network. You could have one user, or you could have 5,000 users. It really doesn't matter. Your user's data is snapshotted and backed up to what you see there as a server, right under where it says your business network. Now every day at a certain specified time, that data is then shipped off over to our network, where it says our local storage network. Now this happens all securely over an encrypted line directly to our network here. And we have a few different servers set up for redundancy and fault tolerance here, as well as the storage nodes in the back of that. Every night, our data is then backed up off-site to our remote storage area network. This helps with redundancy on our end. So if you lose data, we'll have it on our local storage network. If for some reason, by some chance, your network goes down at the very same time that our storage network goes down here, we then have a copy of it on our remote storage area network. We can then bring that copy back down to our servers and push them over to your servers, or directly from those servers and push them to your servers as well. This ensures ultimate redundancy, and everything happens over a secure and encrypted line. This line will meet HIPAA standards, any kind of SOX compliance, or most other compliances that are needed as the government specifies. As you can see, this works for ultimate redundancy, as we mentioned, and ensures that your data will always be available no matter what the case. In summary, as I'm sure you can now see, the cost of having a proper backup and disaster recovery plan in place is far much less than actual costs associated with downtime and data loss. So you've considered all your points, and perhaps you're ready to pull the trigger and get started. Getting started is real easy. Just give us a call on 631-509-4200 for a free phone consultation and pricing details. This presentation has been performed by Advanced Computer Group, Inc. Please feel free to visit our website at www.acgit.net. Thanks for watching, and thanks for choosing Advanced Computer Group, Inc. for all of your managed IT services needs.